For the home opener at Swain Memorial Stadium, our Maroon Devils faced a very tough Smoky Mountain Mustang team. Just last year, this same Mustang team gave our Devils a 56-point beating at their place. This year would be different. In front of a large home crowd, Swain controlled the game for the first quarter and a half. After holding Smoky on their initial possession, the Maroon Devils took over on their own 20-yard line. After two costly penalties, the Devils were facing a 2nd and 14 from their own 31-yard line. Junior quarterback Damian Lossy hit sophomore Gage Jones in stride down the home sideline. Jones was knocked out of bounds at the Mustang 20-yard line for a 49-yard gain. Swain then got a 16-yard gain from junior running back Bryce Swain. Swain's carry set the Devils up with the 1st and goal from the Mustang 4-yard line. 3 plays later, it was Swain who punched it in from the 1-yard line to put the Devils on the board. Gavin Lanning made the extra point to extend the lead to 7-0. It would be the Maroon Devil defense who came up big on the next series. Smoky Mountain drove the ball to the Maroon Devil 30-yard line, where they faced a 4th and 1 for a crucial first down. Colby Kirkland, Ian Brooks, and Jacob Langston combined to stop Will Frady for no gain. The Swain offense took over and promptly drove 67 yards in 7 plays before the Mustang defense held the Devils on the 3-yard line. Facing a 4th and goal from the 3, Coach Neil Blankenship elected to go for a field goal. Sophomore Gavin Lanning calmly connected on his first career field goal from 20 yards out to give the Maroon Devils a 10-0 lead just minutes into the second quarter. Facing 2nd and 4 to go from the Maroon Devils' 37-yard line, the Mustangs only had 19 seconds remaining. Chris Wilburn hit Darian Bird, who beat the Swain defense for a 37-yard touchdown. The point after was good, and the two teams headed to halftime with the Devils on top, 10-7. On Swain's next possession, Coach Neil Blankenship and the Maroon Devils took a big gamble. Facing a 4th and 5 from their own 43-yard line, Damian Lossy, who was back to punt, faked the punt and found sophomore Donovan Grunwald open for a 15-yard gain that would keep the drive alive. The Maroon Devils would cover 62 yards on 10 plays. Damian Lossy scored on a 24-yard scamper, which put the Devils back on top. Lanning drilled the extra point to make the Swain lead 17-14. With 6 minutes and 47 seconds remaining, the Mustangs drove 65 yards on 7 plays to retake the lead. Smoky Mountain would utilize Dustin Stevens on 6 of the 7 plays. It would be Stevens who found the end zone from 8 yards out, giving the Mustangs a 21-17 lead with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in the game. On their next possession, the Devils faced a 1st and 18 to go from their own 24-yard line. Damian Lossy hit an open Connor Hyatt in stride near midfield. Hyatt did the rest as he outraced the Mustang defense for the go-ahead touchdown. Following Lanning's extra point, the Maroon Devils had the lead again at 24-21. On the Mustangs' first play from scrimmage, Smoky Mountain would fumble. Connor Hyatt recovered the ball just before it would go out of bounds, giving Swain the ball back on the Mustang 49-yard line. The Maroon Devils gained a crucial first down and successfully ran out the clock for the win. On offense, the Maroon Devils outgained the Mustangs 401 yards to 280 yards. On the ground, Bryce Swain racked up another 100-yard rushing game, finishing with 122 on 17 carries. Damian Lossy broke 100 yards as well, finishing with 103 on 15 carries. Lossy was also efficient through the air, completing 6 of 13 passes for 168 yards, a career high. Connor Hyatt also notched a career high with 2 receptions and 86 yards. Donovan Grunwald had 3 catches for 33 yards. On defense, Jacob Langston finished with 13 tackles. Cody Long had 10, while Lucas Brown and Ian Brooks finished with 7 each to provide a solid defensive game against the very dangerous Mustang offense. Through solid football on both sides of the ball, the Maroon Devils moved to 2-0 with a 24-21 victory over the Smoky Mountain Mustangs.